Today we refight the Battle of Bagradas River using DBA. Our battle takes place in 240 BC, during the Mercenary or Truceless War. Carthage has lost control of most of its territory to rebels, and even the great city itself is under loose blockade. Hanno, the city's chosen commander, has been humiliated outside of Utica. We refought Hanno's defeat previously on Mini Model Murder. Find a link to that battle in this video's description. In their hour of crisis, Carthage looks to Hamilcar, the lightning bolt. Hamilcar had earned the name Barca, or Lightning, while fighting in Sicily. He now convinces the Carthaginian elite to grant him command of the new army rather than Hanno. He takes his newly raised forces and invades the armies surrounding Carthage. Two rebel armies break off from the blockade and pursue Hasdrubal. At this point, Hamilcar's forces could be outnumbered 2 to 1, but the rebel armies become disorganized in their pursuit. Sensing the opportunity, Hamilcar orders his soldiers to about face. The result is an incredible victory for the Loyalists, and a start to a change in fortune. A quick disclaimer before continuing to the battle. We have very little information about this conflict. The scenario most likely does not represent an accurate reconstruction of the events, forces, or battlefield. The table for our game is barren. Only the Bagradas River is represented on the flank. Loyalist forces are an eclectic mix of unit types, including elephants and cavalry. Rebel forces are 1/3 larger than their enemy, but lack mounted options. The Loyalists set up in battle line. The rebels must deploy in 3 columns. One touching the centre line, 1 3 base widths from their centre line, and the last touching their board edge. The Loyalists need to act quickly to claim victory before numbers can be brought to bear. But on their first turn they roll and only make a single move, so must press forward at the speed of the slowest. This gives the first rebel column time to shake out into line. Advantage lost. The Loyalists press on the right wing instead. The rebels seem to be taken by surprise by this move, and only the general reacts to counter the sudden danger. But the Loyalists hesitate, and few join Hamilcar's charge. The generals lock swords in their first combat of the battle. The leaders are too evenly matched, and neither can fell the other without significantly more force. The charge shakes the rebels from their torpor, and the columns are now able to form a slightly disrupted battle line. The chance for swift victory slipping from his fingers, Hamilcar orders his elephants to break the line. The rebels are well prepared for the behemoths, and easily drive the beast back. Punic heavy infantry presses the centre, but aren't able to land a telling blow on the ferocious Gallic mercenaries. Sensing fortune is shifted in their favour, the rebels attack. The newly raised light horse flee at the first sign of trouble, but the rest of the Loyalist left stand firm, despite their now precarious position. The slingers on the Loyalist right, however, are butchered in short order, furthering the Loyalist numerical disadvantage. Hamilcar is able to rally his light horse, but most of his men are forced to fall back under the pressure. Sadly, it's too late for some of his men, and the Loyalist left flank continues to buckle. The elephants are heedless of the danger, however. The Loyalist army is now severely outnumbered and dangerously close to routing. Too late, it becomes clear that the elephants have fallen into a trap. With sheer mass and muscle, the elephants are able to fight their way free. With no other options, Hamilcar reinforces these unpredictable beasts on their headlong charge. This support is just what the elephants need to finally crush their foe underfoot. The pachyderms are still in peril from the enemy on their flanks, but it seems no weapon of man can fell these mighty creatures today. The spearmen are slain for their temerity. The elephants, having broken through the line, can now fall on the flanks of the rebel centre, while Hamilcar ordered his light horse to break off from the left, leaving the enemy spearmen triumphant but stranded. Trapped between spear and megafauna, the rebel centre begins to disintegrate. In this major reversal in fortunes, both sides are a single element away from defeat. The battle rests on a knife edge. The rebels desperately reform their lines, trying to protect their flanks and bring their numbers to bear. Hamilcar orders his infantry to press the centre, while his elephants stomp around the flanks. The Gauls continue to fight hard and hold on, but how long can they keep this up? Finally, the rebel line seems to get in good order. Has victory slipped through Hasdrubal's fingers? It's now or never. One last Loyalist charge. The Numidians easily slip away from the elephants, but it's just one arse too many of the Gallic warband, and half of them find a bloody end at spear point. The Punic horsemen also skewer the rebel skirmishers, though the supporting light horse can't press through the Spanish mercenaries. the generals are once again face to face at the end of the battle. Hamilcar is driven back, but his men have broken the spirit of the enemy, and the rebel general is forced to flee. The rebel army is defeated. Despite what looked like a disastrous start for the Loyalist army, after a few lucky or unlucky dice rolls, the tides of battle really turn around. Hasdrubal's star will continue to rise, though I am pretty sure he owes some elephants a lot of peanuts. If you enjoyed this scenario and fancy giving it a go yourself, you can find a link to the rules in the video description. Thank you for watching this video from Mini Model Murder. Take care, see you soon.